Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. Today, the opener of this 4-game series. Colorado Rockies and the San Francisco Giants. Hello again, everybody. Baseball is back. Welcome to our special opening day broadcast on MLB Network. I'm joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, as we get things going this season, it's pitching that has to be key if this team's going to have success.
You know, I always think pitching and defense are the keys to success in the long run. So as the season gets started, it's going to be really important for this pitching staff to set a good tone. If they can get off on a good foot, it will do a lot for the confidence of the entire ball club.
The game's count starting now. Opening day on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2021 San Francisco Giants.
Quickly now, a look at the two men who are entrusted with the starting pitching assignment here to begin the new year. And a chance now to check out the visiting Colorado Rockies. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Well, Matt, this goes for both lineups. They know they're dealing with a tough test in a pitcher's park, but they can't let that bother them too bad, or they'll walk out of here a 3-4 game set 0 for 12, 0 for 15. They have to find a way to stay within themselves, line drive approach. One will carry out of here if they get it.
Madison Bumgarner gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Quite frankly, one of the toughest and baddest dudes in the game of baseball. We all remember coming in Game 7 of the World Series against the Kansas City Royals. Every team thinks that they have an ace. Well, guess what? This guy is a true, legitimate ace. Low to mid-90s fastball, good curveball. It does have the straight changeup, and just in case you didn't know this, the guy can swing the bat a little bit too. One of the best pitchers in the game.
Here comes the first pitch. 0-1 the count. Bumgarner has compiled over 2,100 innings of work in his major league career. And over those innings of work, he struck out over 2,000 batters, putting him in good company with names like Oral Hershiser, Catfish Hunter, and Fernando Valenzuela. And he will add yet another game to his incredible hitting streak as it now reaches even further into the stratosphere.
You know, D-Row, I don't know if this thing's ever going to end. This guy's been raking now for almost 2 months, and he's swinging the bat just as good now as when this streak started, to start it off with his first base hit.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like he's coming out of it any.
Oh, meanwhile, how about that for a play? Laying out to take away a hit. Wow. Here's Charlie Blackmon now.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, number 19, Charlie Blackmon.
The 2-2. Popped high in the air. Arias is there for it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Striding into the box, Zach Adams. He reached on a single in his first try. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And that ball is over the wall out toward the cove. A home run. A solo shot down the line in right. First home run of the campaign for him. And the Rockies are out to a 1-0 lead.
You know, as a pitcher, there's nothing worse than getting taken deep, but it's something every pitcher has to deal with. Even the best pitchers give up home runs. You just have to refocus.
Stepping into the box, Steven Duggar, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Number 6.
Pulled toward right center field. Therefore, it is Blackmon, and he's got it for the first out. Digging in now, Zach Adams, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Here comes the first pitch. And this is fouled at the plate. Pollock stands at first with 1 out. High in the air out to center field. Duggar is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. So digging in now, Rob Arias. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. He swings at the fastball here and lifts it into the air to shallow center. Story is there, and the side is retired. Digging in, Zach Adams. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Duggar's there for it. And that's the third out.
Leading on for the Giants here in the bottom of the 9th. First baseman, number 33.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Blackmon on the move, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. At the plate, Rob Arias, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. The 1-2. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Well, that's why you pay the closer big money, so he can come slam the door quickly when he has to. 2 pitches, 1 out, and that game's on ice. Well done.
3-0 the final score in this one today. Colorado led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Derek Hirsch claims the win out of the pen, his first. Adam Ottavino records the save, his first of the year. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and the rest of our crew. This is Matt Vasgersian, and you've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. See you next time.
The final line score for the ball game this afternoon for the victorious Rockies. 3 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base.
Rain coming down here in San Francisco's China Basin as we're at AT&T Park. Tonight, game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the Colorado Rockies and the San Francisco Giants. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Patrick Corbin will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, looking at the numbers, you can see this guy had an ERA over 4 last season. He'd like to do a lot better than that. He's got to do a much better job of keeping base runners off the bases. Cut the walks down and try to limit the hits per 9 innings pitched.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Guys, you take a look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. They didn't get it done here in front of a big opening day crowd, but they'll look to get back on track. A swing and a high drive to right center field. But that'll be off the wall in right center. Around second now and headed for third. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple. And he will add yet another game to his incredible hitting streak as it now reaches even further into the stratosphere.
You know, D-Roll, I don't know if this thing's ever going to end. This guy's been raking now for almost 2 months, and he's swinging the bat just as good now as when this streak started, to start it off with his first base hit.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like he's coming out of it anytime soon. I wonder. Such a tough matchup for this guy to shut him down, because he's playing with the big part of the field. He can beat you in so many different ways, and this number's getting just straight ridiculous.
Struck him out, and now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Charlie Blackmon. His career batting line with Patrick Corbin. He's gone 2 for 8. And the runner's coming home. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Waiting on it is Henniger. No trouble with this one, and the inning. So striding forward now, Ricky Hayes. He was hitless in yesterday's shutout loss, as were many of his teammates. Lifted in the air out to center field. Moving under it, Adams. He's got it 1 away.
So here's how the Colorado Rockies are positioned defensively. And let's focus our attention on shortstop Trevor Story. We get it, big-time power, but also adequate on the defensive side. Taking over after Troy Tulowitzki left couldn't be easy, and Trevor Story.
Coming to the plate now, Zach Adams, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Into the cove and gone. So a 2-run homer down the line in right field. Second home run early in the year as the Rockies have taken a 2-0 lead.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Fielder, Mitch Haniger.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. And now a diving effort, but this is off the center fielder's glove.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Ready to take his hacks again, Zach Adams, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. Pulled toward right center field. Haniger in pursuit. And that's the second out of the inning. Now at the plate, Zach Adams. He flew out in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. A swing, and this one is blasted to right field. Nothing's gonna stop it. And it's gone as they add still another. Right field, his second home run of the game, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
No doubt an impressive home run, so we'll employ ShowTrack for a more in-depth look. 112 miles an hour was the exit velocity off the bat, so it's no wonder why it ended up having the impressive distance that it did.
Now batting, left fielder, Alan Hansen.
Popped him up. Travis shading to his right. One away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Joe Pennant. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Now the 2-1 pitch. Pulled toward right center field. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Back now in Northern California's Bay Area. We're set to continue the 9th inning in this one. Ready for another chance. Number 29. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Adams sprinting after it. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
7-1 the final score in tonight's. The Colorado Rockies led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. German Marquez gets the win on the mound, his first of the year, as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Rockies: 7 runs, 11 hits, no errors.
Tough to escape the fog here in San Francisco, and it's rolling in now over AT&T Park. Tonight it's the 3rd of this 4-game weekend series between the Colorado Rockies and the San Francisco Giants. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Darren Durant gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season, and I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking to better that, and hopefully he gets off to a good start. We'll see if that starts in this one today.
Line to the right side. That's in there. Base hit. Story rounds 3rd and is digging for the plate. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead. And he will add yet another game to his incredible hitting streak as it now reaches even further into the stratosphere.
You know, D-Roll, I don't know if this thing's ever going to end. This guy's been raking now for almost 2 months, and he's swinging the bat just as good now as when this streak started. To start it off with his first base hit.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like he's coming out of it anytime soon. I wonder the pitcher that will create such a tough matchup for this guy to shut him down, because he's playing with the big part of the field. He can beat you in so many different ways, and this number's getting just straight.
And the shortstop is under it to make the play. Into the box, Rob Arias. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the 1st.
Third baseman, Rob Arias.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Coming in is Blackmon. He's there and records the first out. Now the Giants' number 4 batter, number 29, comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. The 2-2. High in the air out to center field. Adams moves over, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now. Coming to the plate now, number 29, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The windup and the 0-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Adams moves over. 2 down. Standing in, Zach Adams. He singled his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. And that's a fair ball, line to the right side. Throwing to second. And he's out, trying to stretch it into a double, so a costly mistake here leading off.
Leading off the Giants' point, the shortstop, Marcus Semien.
Popped him up. Story into shallow center, and he tracks it down. Nice play. Digging in, Zach Adams, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Yanked on the ground down the line. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
As we look again at that double here, you can see that he was thinking too right.
Leading off the inning, Zach Adams, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit sharply on the ground. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up any. And it's a